So here we go. There are a few parts of the body that you absolutely need to know and identify when it comes to making or taking measurements. Okay. The parts are, we're doing horizontals today. I'll show you how to take the verticals later in another video. We're looking at certain terms or terminology. Across shoulder is one. Across shoulder, very important part. Or some people call it across back. Cross shoulder is here from one end of the shoulder to the other, straight across the back like that. Okay, you take that, you write that down from one end of your shoulder to the other. If you can't get anybody to do it for you and you do it for yourself, it might go wrong just for that part. So you can take a garment, turn the inside out, wrong side out, and measure from shoulder to shoulder, including the seam allowances. Generally, for an adult, it's like 15, 16, unless the person is really broad shouldered, it's around 15, 16. If they are broad shouldered, maybe 17, 18. For ladies, on the average, 15, 16. Okay, from across the back like this. The next terminology will be underarm line. Underarm line. The underarm line would be right underneath the armpit. Okay, that is not including the bust yet. It's more like above the bust, underarm line. You can measure that too. And then the next one will be the bust line itself. Now, the thing with the bust line is that many times when you're measuring for yourself, we tend to sag the tape measure like this. So make sure that it is exactly positioned opposite your bust in the back. Okay, like that. And when you're measuring any of these horizontals, put your thumb in between the tape measure and your body. In between. The thumb allows you to give ease to your measurements. Okay, it allows you. So you're not tightening it too much, but make sure your thumb is there to help you. In other words, if I can show you on myself, if I'm going to measure my bust, I make sure it's very high up. I put my thumb in behind the number one, and then I let this one meet me here. And I make sure I'm reading it of the apex of my bust, and it has to read off whatever it says here. Okay, that would be bust line. Then you come to waistline. Same thing. We're measuring only horizontals. You make sure that your thumb is there and you position it right on the waist. Another way of getting the waist correctly is about 1 inch above your belly button. 1 inch above your belly button. That will give you your waist measurements. Okay. Then we come to the hip measurements. The hip measurement, of course, is the widest part of your torso, of the hip. So you mainly keep positioning it not under the butt, not above the butt, exactly on the butt. Okay, and then make sure your finger, your thumb, is inside. Okay, like that while you're measuring. Last but not the least, now this particular tutorial is targeted especially to intermediates, but beginners can also benefit from it. Beginner intermediate can benefit from it. The last horizontal is the bicep. I'm trying to use the doll to show you where your biceps really are. Many times we are not able to position it properly. It's the widest part of your forearm, okay, the top part. But to get it correctly, you position your arm and make sure the tape measure is hitting your armpit, okay, the part that grabs your armpit around your arm, your forearm, the fattest part, that is your bicep. And you will position that you will measure that for sleeves. When it comes to shirt sleeve, you want to make sure you add whatever measurements you get for the for the forearm or for the biceps, make sure you add 2 inches to it, because your sleeves are not pasted on your body. You always have some room. So you always want to add 2 inches extra. 1.5 to 2 inches is good, unless you're making something that is tight, okay, like a winter blouse or something that hugs your person. But generally, it's pretty loose. And that will be it for horizontals on our body. And this is a quick one. I can't believe I hit 6 minutes more. Anyway, so give it a shot, okay? Always start from you hold the number 1, and then you go around. Make sure your thumb is in there. It adds ease to your measurement. Thank you, and have fun trying.